Hey there, it's Dave Lockwood. Just wanted to do our daily vlog. So this vlog is about us expanding, journaling what we're doing to expand into this new marketplace and to become hopefully the industry leader in this little niche that we're in. So basically, what we're doing here is we're journaling our opening up our second location up in Sarasota. And also, this book, the junk removal book, should be done here any day. And well, that's what we're doing. So on the journey, we stepped into this new marketplace about a month ago, and honestly, we're just not getting a lot of traffic off of our advertising. So we're wondering if there's something going on. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the world. This election's coming up. There's a lot of concern about that. There's also, we're hearing it. They're declining markets. The markets are moving down. The stuff that's close to the ocean doesn't seem to be being affected by that very much. I noticed that the houses around here, a lot of them are damaged, heavily damaged from the hurricane, and they're still getting crazy money for them. So, I've always said about real estate, there's two sets of rules. There's not just the one set of rules, which is location, location, location. There's two sets of rules. There's location, location, location. In the subheading, it says water, water, water. And in my opinion, the rarer the water is, the rarest waters being on the ocean, the rarer the water is, the more valuable things are. So if you're on a tributary right to the ocean, or if you're on a canal and you can get in your boat and go to the ocean, if you can go to the ocean, well, honestly, you could go to the world from here, from Fort Myers Beach. So you could get in a boat and go just about anywhere in the world by boat, which is very cool. So that gives you a unique value. The appreciation or the gain in value here of real estate is rarely less than 10%. There have been times in the last few years where it's been as much as 17%. There's just supply and demand. There's only so much of it, and there's a lot of people heading in this direction. So that's not what we're talking about today, but what I'm saying is that it affects our markets in a very positive way, because what happens is people who are moving here, a lot of the people that are in, say, Naples, and in a lot of people here in Fort Myers Beach, whether or not the market's doing really well or not doesn't matter when they're buying a $2 million house or a $3 million, $4 or $5 million house, and they've got $100 million. It doesn't affect them as much, and they're not going out to get a loan in order to do their rehab. They have the money. So what happens is when we first started working here after the market crash, out of curiosity, I asked a lot of the old timers. I said, "Hey, what do you see? Tell me about Naples. And what I've been able to get out of that is the fact that this is what I've heard. I heard this over and over and over, and they talk amongst themselves about it. It's, Naples is the last to feel it and the first to pull out of just about anything. So that's our primary market. That's the one we work in the most. Fort Myers Beach right now, as far as building teardowns, that's where we're working the most. Sanibel has been damaged just as bad as Fort Myers Beach. Both of these barrier islands have been hit pretty good. So we're doing some marketing into that. We're using Google AdWords. We're using Facebook marketing, not marketplace. And Facebook's new to me. The Google Ads is not so new to me. I'm struggling to see why we're not ranking up there. We normally, if on paid ads, when we put in a paid ad, we're at the top or very close to the top, and I'm not seeing us up there. I don't know what's going on. So I have an appointment with my Google guy today at 2:30, and I'm going to talk to him about that. And there are these the Google, they want you to track what you're doing. Unfortunately for us, the tracking really is just getting a phone call. Maybe it's deeper than that and I'm not aware of it, but that's just getting a phone call. We're not looking for somebody to fill out a form. We're not looking for anybody to do anything special. We really just get a phone call and say, hey, we need you need this done, and then we come out and look at it, bid it out, give you a number, and off we go. So typically that's where we get our first customers from. A lot of our main customers are long-term established remodeling experts here, and those are the guys we're doing 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 10 jobs a year for. And what we do is we just go in and get everything ready for the other trades. Back to the marketing. So I'm absorbing, I'm learning, I'm going through YouTube videos, reading everything I can, getting help from the experts. Today I have a appointment with somebody from Fiverr who considers themselves an expert on getting these Google tags set up. So the Google tags, the funny thing about them is some of my ads run just fine without the Google tags, and other ones are not running with the Google tags. The problem that we have with the Google tags is our website is with GoDaddy. Well, GoDaddy doesn't particularly like these Google tags. They say that it helps people hack your site and makes it easier for them to hack your site, in which case it creates more work for GoDaddy and they don't like it. So GoDaddy and Google have a thing going on. Well, I've had my website with GoDaddy for 20 something years. I don't want to change. I don't want to move everything over to a new platform. So what I'm doing today is we've determined that you can add the Google Analytics to your pages, your website, and that's where we're going. We're going to try that today. So pretty excited about the whole thing. I know that the minute that we start running these, we're going to service this marketplace, this new marketplace from here for a minute until we find the right location up there and get a decent deal on it. A lot of the stuff that we do, most of the real estate that we've done so far is using my experience from the past, and we are getting owner finance deals temporarily, and then that just keeps us from putting up so much money. We like to stay pretty liquid to make sure we've got money in case something does happen. And, and putting gigantic down payments that get stuck in the property is just not something that we want to do. Although we will, if we have to, we will. Let's see, there's a couple other things. Well, we're doing, got this 7-story building, and we're going to be tearing it down. We're going to do our first live. Never done a live. I'm a little nervous about that. I don't get really nervous about much, and I'm a little nervous about doing a live feed. I've never done one of those before. It's going to be interesting. And let's see what else is going on. Okay, so going through and kind of analyzing our site yesterday. I went through and looked at all the videos that have a lot of views. We have about 180 or 190, getting close to 190 videos out. If you include this channel and this other channel, it's almost 200, or not, yeah, it's over 200. It's probably 230, 240. So I'm analyzing what's getting all the views. And this channel right now, I really haven't promoted this channel. I'm just learning how to speak better and to just learning. I think I speak okay, but what we see is we have two very distinct buckets. One is in scrap metal and the other one is in the walkthroughs. So what does that mean? Oh, I don't know what that means. So does that mean I need to really work diligently to try to find some additional buckets to run with, or do we just ring the bell on those two buckets and just forget about the rest of this stuff we do? There are a lot of interesting things going on, and I think it's fascinating to show them in our YouTube videos. For example, one of my buddies had his house lifted. I mean, how many people get to see a house get lifted? That's pretty cool. So we put that on there. Yesterday, we actually tore down one of the last really bad eyesores on Fort Myers Beach, and it was kind of cool because we're you know, there's a place, a company here called Beach Talk Radio, and they have taken it on themselves to promote Fort Myers Beach and to help. They've become the voice of Fort Myers Beach, and what they're doing is they're keeping up with what they're doing on the development, tear downs, city infrastructure, everything it has to do with Fort Myers Beach, and we have created a pretty good relationship with them. For example, yesterday we're tearing down one of the eyesores. I've had several people ask me about this particular property, and Wink News wanted to come out and cover it. Well, we didn't give them enough notice, so they didn't make it. But so I was sending Beach Talk pictures of it, and they were posting it as fast as I was sending them pictures. So we started out with the building at 9 o'clock, and by the time 4 o'clock came, it was just a pile of rubble. And by the end of the day, I mean, most of it's gone, so they're down to just the pad. So 2-day demo. We're getting ready. The big equipment's coming for the 70-foot tall equipment's coming for this 7-story building we're tearing down, and we're going to do a live on that. So at any rate, I'm pretty excited about this whole thing. Went to Indianapolis for my my wife of 5 years, her son's wedding, and that was kind of fun. But for me, what happens is I like to work. I like work. If I worked at Starbucks, I like working and kind of watching what's going on and working. And I don't know why I really like that. But at the same time, I really need a lot of peace and quiet for a lot of the things that I do. But it's very interesting working in the airport, working on the airplane, so on and so forth, and how focused I could get, because there's just nothing else I could do. And I get a lot done. I spent a lot of time on Facebook and redoing some of these ads and trying to make them better. So at any rate, that's our vlog for today. This is Dave Lockwood, Remove It Pros Demolition, and we'll see you on the next video.